Now, many of you already know that Nio is not only selling their cars in China, but they are also selling their cars in Europe. Europe, it is, of course, a destination where Nio is currently selling their cars in 5 different countries. Most of you already know them, and they include Norway, Netherlands, Sweden, Denmark, and Germany. Now, of course, one of the good things that we learned from the August delivery is that Germany saw very good delivery numbers, which was pretty amazing because those deliveries were pretty amazing when comparing to the kind of deliveries they had reported in July. Now, Germany, ladies and gents, you will know that in Europe it is the place or country where we see good deliveries, or it leading the rest of the other countries, then followed by Norway and the other, of course, 3 countries. But Germany, it is one of the countries in Europe that really does well in terms of Nio sales, which is something that is quite amazing, or was a bit relieving to see, of course, the Germany coming with over 400 deliveries for the month of August. Now, some of the good things that we know about Nio and Europe is that Nio are also taking their battery swapping station technology there, which is something that is expected to, of course, bring a relief or brings more convenience to those that buy the Nio cars, because with battery swap, you will know that it takes you only less than 4 minutes to swap the battery in your car and get it replaced with a new one. Now, though we are seeing a bit relief coming from the deliveries of Germany, this, I personally believe, is just the beginning, because, ladies and gents, there are big catalysts coming for the entire European market, or with all these entire 5 countries where Nio is currently selling. Because, ladies and gents, you will know that in Q4, Nio is expecting to start with the deliveries of their 85 Touring and ES6, and you will know that these are the 2 models that are doing really well for Nio in China. And especially with the 85 Touring, you will know that it is expected to excel very well in Europe, because this is a car that was designed and produced primarily for the European market. And the fact that we are seeing, of course, countries like Germany selling over 400 vehicles for Nio on a month-to-month, or for the month of August to be specific, this might bring a huge boost into countries like Germany, countries like Norway, together with the other European countries, because touring or station wagon usually do well than any other car in Europe, which means that come Q4, when Nio finally starts selling the 85 Touring, we could see sales in Europe also exploding, which is something that will really excite, of course, those that are waiting or have been waiting for this model or 85 Touring in Europe. Now, with the ES6, you'll know that in Europe it will be called the EL6. This is also an SUV which is expected to do very well, because it is the cheapest SUV that Nio is currently selling in China, which therefore means that it will also be the cheapest SUV that Nio sells in Europe. And this, I also personally believe that it will bring a huge shift in terms of the deliveries, because not only will that be the cheapest SUV that Nio is selling overseas or in Europe, but it will also be an SUV that comes with some latest technologies that you can ever find into Nio cars, which is something that is supposed to, of course, motivate investors, consumers, to probably go and opt to buy this Nio ES6. Now, of course, before I forget the house rules, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. And I would really appreciate if you can just hit the likes button if you enjoy the content that I'm giving you about Nio's big catalyst, which is expected to come sometime in Q4. So if you're enjoying this content, hit the likes button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell, because on this channel, Nio is one of the stocks that I talk a lot about, because I believe in their fundamentals and their future prospects, and I believe that those that are persevering, ladies and gents, are going to be rewarded. Yes, the share price of Nio might not be recovering, though we are seeing Nio delivering around 20,000 vehicles on a month-to-month, which is something that I think, I don't know if whether the market has not digested that yet, which is why we are seeing, of course, EV stock or Nio being punished in the markets. I mean, there is no really valid explanation as to why we are seeing companies like Liodo, Tesla, XPeng trading at a very high PS ratio, whereas company like Nio is still trading very low, especially looking at the kind of sales that they've proved to the market and to the investors that they can be able to generate on a month to month. So regardless of all these things, I personally believe that in the long term, this is a company that it will win. The share price will have to recover at some point because Nio continues growing their fundamentals. Nio, we continue seeing, of course, their fundamentals increasing or growing, which is something that will make also the share price to catch up. So if you enjoy this kind of content, hit the like button, subscribe, because on this channel we talk a lot about Nio. So yes, the big catalyst that I believe it is yet to come in Europe is the deliveries of both the ET5 Touring and the ES6, which personally I believe that these models will do very well and they will open up a huge amount of sales into Europe. I cannot wait to get us to Q4 and I will see, of course, the deliveries of Norway, especially on these two cars starting, because it will be lights out. I believe that they will bring the huge numbers onto Nio, which is something that is, of course, will be so great. Otherwise, with all the guys, I just thought I'd just give you these quick updates. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least to get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. Before you buy Nio for the very first time, please do your own due diligence so that at least you can be comfortable as you are investing onto the stock market, especially onto a company like Nio, because we know this is a company that is share price wise, it is quite volatile and it requires you to at least do your own due diligence so that at least you don't end up panic selling like some of the retail investors we see them do, because Nio don't get fooled. The fundamentals are increasing. I mean, the fact that this company is now delivering on average 20,000 vehicles, and we could see them, of course, delivering over 60,000 deliveries, though the guidance is a maximum of 57,000. This is supposed to make you to be really excited investing onto this stock, because come Q4, you start getting for 90,000 vehicles, which is quite amazing. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and otherwise I'll see you in my next video, and God bless you all.